So are you sick and tired of being sick and tired? They say insanity is repeating the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, if you're just living your life the same way as you've always lived it, and you keep going down and down and down, getting fat or sick or sluggish mentally, don't have the energy you used to, if you're just doing that and just say it's part of decaying, part of the normal thing, you're not challenging yourself to be better. You're not challenging yourself to step up, to be an optimum version of yourself. Just because you're a day older than you were yesterday doesn't mean you have to decay. It's the other way around. There's nothing that says we have to decay. There's nothing that says we have to get worse. And if you're letting yourself go physically and get chubbier or slower or lethargic or lower energy, if you're doing that physically, what are you doing mentally? Same thing. What are you doing spiritually? Same thing. So what I want to do is, I just had the worst year of my life this past year, and it's taught me a lot of things about myself. It's the teacher, so by feeling bad, by being sick and tired, you finally get sick and tired of being sick and tired. You step up, and that's what I've been doing. I've been stepping up, and I've been changing my frequency. I don't have to carry around all the heavies with me, all those emotions. I don't have to repeat the same thing over and over again. I don't have to be the same version of myself that was last year. So I'm expecting this next year to be my greatest year ever. And in order to do it, I got to step up. I got to challenge myself physically, I got to challenge myself mentally, and I got to challenge myself spiritually. And so I'm inviting you to do the same. And if I do 100 push-ups and that's what number I pick, and you can only do 10, well, try to do 12, try to do 15. Just go a little further than what's comfortable. To really make a change in your life, it's really making a new pattern. It's trying to go beyond your limit. So whatever your limit is, find your limit and go to where it's uncomfortable, and then go a little further. And then that following day, you'll go even further. And at some point, doing 100 push-ups or 100 sit-ups or reading a chapter out of a book is no big deal, because all you'll do is be turning off the old pattern and creating a whole new pattern. And that new pattern of positive input, of positive change will be contagious, because you start doing just the push-ups. And then what happens is you start feeling better. And then you want to start walking more. You want to do jumping jacks. You want to read more. You want to input more. You want to pray more. You want to meditate more. So when you challenge yourself just in one area, it'll challenge your mental, it'll challenge your spiritual, it'll challenge your physical, and then all of a sudden you'll be the old version and better. And that's what I'm inviting you to do. And so we've got just a little bit of time left in the crappy old version of 2019, that crappy year. And we're going to leave that year behind. And in 2020, like 2020 vision, you're going to get clearer in your soul's purpose. You're going to get clearer in actually making something that can be left behind for future generations. You can be clearer in actually building something that'll last, And the first thing starts with building yourself. You got to build yourself. And so let's rebuild yourself to a new version and a higher level version, and challenge yourself. I started probably about 10 days ago. I started doing 100 push-ups a day. And I'll be honest with you, I could only whip off about 10 cheater push-ups, to where like blinking my eyes was considered a push-up. It's like we're just doing a little bit of movement. It's considered a push-up. So I whipped off 10 and then waited a while, did 10 more, waited a while, and I squeezed out 100 in the first day. And then the second day I did about 15 each time. And now I'm up to 35 every time. So in 3 little reps, I can whip off 100. And I'm still doing kind of cheater push-ups. I'm about 10 days in. But I'm expecting 30 days in to actually be changed. I can feel it right now. I can feel that I've changed right now. And this is my prep for being able to share with you some bigger things. And so I'm just 10 days in. I'm gonna go at least 30. And what happened is, after about 20 days, It'll be a habit. I won't have to go 30 days. I'll do it every day. I'll get up and brush my teeth. I'll just whip off 100 push-ups or do some jumping jacks or do some sit-ups. Or I'm watching TV, the commercial break comes, I'll just whip off some sit-ups. And during that 3-minute break or whatever, I'll just do some exercise instead of just sitting there on the couch, being the old version of myself. Instead, I'll be the new version, which is to feel better, think better. And then all that programming you get from the TV won't be so important. You'll start to program yourself for the new version of yourself. So that's what I want to challenge you with. My name is Brian Harden. It's knewways, KNEWWAYS, knewways.com. I'm expecting January 1st to actually do a bigger launch of this, but I'm going to sprinkle some of these about between now and then. So I wish you a great holidays. If you're not sick and tired of being sick and tired yet, well then you should eat a bunch of crappy candy and get sick. And the sugar is actually what causes the flu season. The flu season is just the sugar season. So you can go eat a bunch of sugar, go eat a bunch of crappy food, feel really, really, really bad, and then New Year's Eve, woo, woo, blow your little whistle and say, yay, my New Year's resolution's to take care of myself. So if it takes getting sick and tired of being sick and tired, well then get sick and tired. Have a really great holiday here and get as sick and tired as you can so that January 1st we can launch a big version of yourself. Or step up right now and start doing little baby steps. Challenge yourself to get better mentally, physically, and spiritually. And then when we start doing it together, you'll already be halfway there, So I always end things with laugh more, worry less, love all, and do it with gratitude for everybody and everything. All right. I love you. Take care.